One more time, we have the opportunity to host a factional chairman of the PDP in Ekiti State, Honorable Kehinde Odebumi, in the studio of People of the Fountain Television. Honorable, you're welcome.
Thank you, Deji. Good day, viewers at home.
When you were here last, we spoke about the issues at stake with the PDP in Ekiti State. What is the situation at the moment?
Well, the issue is being resolved because the party has set up a reconciliation committee headed by former Senate President Dr. Kola Saraki, and we've had a couple of meetings with Governor Ayodele Fayose, and we are still going to hold another one in the next couple of days.
The Southwest chapter of the party held its Congress in Osogbo. How did that issue concerning your party in Ekiti State affect the Congress in Osogbo?
Well, Ekiti participated in that Congress. Although the list that we are contesting, that is that of Bisi Kolawole, was used, we protested. We initially wanted to disrupt the Congress, but we had to listen to the pleading of the leader of PDP in Southwest, Governor Seyi Makinde of Oyo State, that we should just allow it to go, since it was the names of the escorted by this Kolawole that was on the delegates list sent from Abuja, and that if we refuse, it may affect the genuineness of the Congress, and which might lead to litigation at the end of the Congress. Then we had to listen to wise counsel, since what we want is the progress of PDP in Nigeria, in the Southwest, and of course in the Ekiti State. They said we are going to continue with our negotiation after the Southwest Congress. So we had to allow peace to reign, even though we were abused by the other faction there, but we had to put in maturity to allow it to go.
When you say you were abused, how?
Well, in fact, I was jeered at, and they even wanted to prevent me from entering the venue of the Congress. After I had agreed to let go, but to serve as the agent of the candidate we backed, His Excellency Taufik Alakpaja. So they resisted it, but thank God the chairman of the Congress committee allowed me to enter as the agent of Alakpaja, that is to observe the accreditation of delegates from Ekiti State.
When you say they jeered at you, they wanted to prevent you from entering, who were they?
Members of the other faction.
From Ekiti State?
From Ekiti State, yes. Oh, it is normal in political struggle. Those who are uninformed, we just want to use any opportunity to embarrass the other person. So it does not really bother me, because what we are after is for the progress of the party, and everything, all we need to do to ensure that peace reigns is what we are prepared to do.
So you mean to say that all those delegates who went from Ekiti State voted on the side of Ayo Fayose?
Not totally, because there were about 65 automatic delegates, those that had occupied previous positions, that were allowed by the party constitution to be automatic delegates for that Congress, plus 50 which were product of the state congresses, starting from the local government congresses and state congress. 50, and that it was that 50 that were contesting. And ordinarily, we felt they should have been left out since the matter was still in courts. But when we were advised to cease or suspend our agitation in the interest of the success of that Congress, we had to let go. So 50 delegates were just free delegates for the other faction.
What would you say could have been the disposition of the 60 automatic delegates who went to Osogbo, to your group?
Well, the votes were divided because, you know, those people, some of them are not under any compulsion. I mean, they used their discretion to decide which side they wanted to vote for. So, but, you know, actual voter, I wouldn't know how they voted. But I know it was not 100% for Governor Ayo Fayose, because we too did our own work. We were working with those that had sympathy for the positioning, while those who had sympathy for the Okpa group too gave their own votes.
But among the automatic, would you think you had a majority of support from them, or you had a minority support?
Well, it's difficult to say. Like I said, you cannot say this person voted for this person, but by our calculation, we knew by our calculation that we had majority of those automatic delegates.
What would you say about the 50 delegates on Okpa side?
Of course, you expect that the 50 will go with him, since they were the manipulated list, and they are there by the grace of the former governor, Dele Fayose.
Yeah, one thing is shocking, that is the closeness in terms of the scores of the contestants, which show that the Fayose, the Okpa group, couldn't have been taken lightly. How did it affect you? How did it touch you too when you heard the result?
Well, it has nothing to do with Okpa group.
Okay.
You are talking of Southwest as a whole.
In the Southwest as a whole.
And in politics, interest could be different, but interest could be against a particular person. So, and those interests will come together to fight a common cause, like in some states where they presented a candidate from their state. Naturally, they want to support their state's candidate, and since Governor Fayose is on that side, that is, they can combine lists, so they will come together to face the other camp. So that, in effect, will definitely affect the result. But it does not mean it's a division of the party along that, but it's for that specific Congress. Anything can happen after the Congress, but definitely, as you said, the two sides, you can say, seems to be balanced, but the credit is to PDP because it's a family affairs. What is important is to harness those strengths together to be able to face the ruling party in subsequent elections.
What would you attribute this level of popularity of Ayo Fayose to in the Southwest, making him gain this level of followership to the extent that he could contest the authority of the party?
I don't want to comment on that. I don't want to comment on that because I don't want to be seen to be attacking anybody. Politics is dynamic. But what you see on the face of it may not be what is under. So popularity of Governor Ayodele Fayose is not in doubt. It's not in doubt. Having governed Ekiti State for 8 years, you know, leaving and coming back again. Of course, you cannot say it's not popular. And he has a way of convincing some people to follow his track. So, but with us, it's a different ball game. What we are, you see, nobody is contesting the popularity of Governor Peter Ayodele Fayose. What we are saying is that do things properly. Like the Southwest Congress, if election has not been held, PDP will have still been in crisis now. Because before the Congress, there were claims that I'm the one that controls the Southwest. The other person says the one that controls the Southwest. If they have been allowed to continue like that, you say you want to now patch it, you will discover that there will be a problem. But now that election have been held, a winner has emerged through a transparent process. There's nothing to go back again than to congratulate the winner. And the winner is expected to embrace the loser, and you know, the two of them should work together. It's easier to do, unlike when you manipulate system without voting, without process, you don't install somebody, there will be a problem.
Committees were set up for reconciliation between the two opposing groups. Would you credit the holding of the Congress to any of the committee's work?
You mean the
Saraki and then the Oyinlola and all that were asked to do some?
No, it was both committees did their work, but you will see that the other faction headed by Governor Ayodele Fayose did not recognize the Oyinlola committee, so they did not even allow him to perform. But the National Reconciliation Committee headed by former Senate President Bukola Saraki was able to meet with the heads of the two factions, pleaded with them to allow peace to reign, and they both pledged that they will allow peace to reign, and they did. So at the end of the day, everybody saw the result. Whether it was 1 vote or 2 votes, winning is winning. But the next thing is to reconcile. And I'm happy that Governor Fayose had come out boldly that he had considered defeat. He had made a pledge and he was going to stand by it. And he has directed all his followers that our common enemy is the APC. So we should not fight ourselves. We should come together to face the party we are challenging. That's an honorable way of doing things. And of course, that is another hallmark of a good leader. Everybody else talking peace.
So you believe peace has returned to the party in the Southwest after the Congress?
I believe so.
Now there's a new Southwest executive of the PDP. What is the lot of Ekiti State in that executive?
In that Congress, Ekiti State contested for 3 positions by zoning. Though, you know, there were 2 different zonings now since there are factions. On our own side, we fielded a candidate for the position of zonal publicity secretary and 1 ex-official, zonal ex-official. Then we fielded a candidate for the position of 1 national ex-official. So those are the 3 we fielded candidate for. The other camp fielded was national ex-official and zonal ex-official. It was the zonal ESCO that the zoning differ. We took PRO. They zoned treasurer in their own side. PRO, state, the zonal police secretary was zoned to Ekiti on our side. So we voted our state police secretary candidate defeated their own police candidate because they fielded the former incumbent, or let me say the immediate past zonal public secretary was repeated by them, and that is the person our own candidate defeated in that election.
You are talking of the upper group?
The upper group. In fact, they lost in all the zonal positions.
What do you have to say about these 3 personalities that are representing the state at the zonal level?
Yeah. There are men and women of capacity and integrity, professional. For example, Shifatu Farati is a professional journalist, both at the press and even social media, the new media. He has the knowledge, he has the experience, so he's eminently qualified for that position. That's why we purposely selected him to take that position for us, because we believe he can perform. He has not disappointed. And Mrs. Faji, an experienced politician, she was once a commissioner in the House of Assembly Service Commission during the immediate past regime of Governor Peter Ayodele. So, and she's been contesting elections for chairman. She's from Ado, for House of Assembly, but she had to withdraw for under interest. So we believe she could represent the interest of women in that zone. Honorable Adeola Ogunide, who we supported to go to the national, had been at the zonal level. I think he served first in the at the local government level, and he had always been the political leader in his local government, and even that area, the federal constituency, that respect him a lot. He organizes their meeting over there, and he was the immediate past zonal treasurer and a member of the immediate past caretaker committee. So we believe with that experience, he can move to national rather than bringing just anybody to come and occupy positions that would not have the capacity for.
Yeah, my final question is that now that the party's zonal congress has held, what would you have to say to the members of the party?
Since we returned from the zonal congress, people have been agitating. They wanted to know, since it is Fauci people that were allowed to vote, is that the end of the thing? Is that the way they want to do it? I've been telling them to calm down. It's not an end in itself. It's just a means. We want things to, because if we had battled ourselves in Oshogbo, reconciliation would be difficult. If we had fought, maybe that could have resulted in the loss of life or people getting wounded. That would not solve our problem. So what I've been telling people that I will still tell them now, that both Okpa and Reposition will have the same family. Jalude, Torindowe, and of course in this case what we are saying is that we don't want cheating.
People of the Fountain.